Welcome back to Loudmouths, and now I'm joined with the guy who got me on the show in the first place. Yes, it's the lovely and talented Chris Carlin, and Chris and I are in the Mall of America, which means if you expect sports talk for the next 5 minutes, you're out of your mind.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Outstanding. Now that I have my Polar Swirl from A&W, which I have not seen on the East Coast since, I believe, 1978, but I've got the cookie dough Polar Swirl, and you went with the Oreo. Is that accurate?
Yes. I went with the Oreo Polar Swirl. A&W is also in my book, Fast Food Maniac, still available wherever books are sold. But Chris, let's talk about the game, which I know you've been talking about all week long. Everybody's excited. I'm excited because I've never been to the Mall of America before, and it really is fascinating, and it's an excellent food court behind us.
You know what it is? It's a really big mall. That's as it turns out. And I got lost in it the other night, and that's problematic. I took a walk. I was looking for a big and tall store, couldn't find one. We're in Minnesota, and I couldn't find a big and tall store. And while we're on that, just briefly, when did America decide that they were shifting to the slim fit? Because I've been a XX since I was a sophomore in high school, and I am no longer a XX apparently. Everybody wants the slim fit, and I don't get that out here. But yeah, I got lost here. The good news is that whatever you need, you pretty much could live here if you had to. What was that Tom Hanks movie where you lived in the terminal? The Terminal. That's right. The Terminal. That was the name of that movie.
Yeah, aptly titled. I'm with you on the slim fit thing. If you go into any store now, I can't go to a store. I have to go online because it's too embarrassing.
Yeah.
But you're on Radio Row. I mean, it's been a little crazy here. Does like the actual game of football get lost? Because it's here seems to be all about everything but the game.
Oh yeah, no, it absolutely gets lost. There was a fight between two radio hosts on Radio Row the other day from the same city. They're both from Houston. That was about the height of entertainment. I think with the 65 guests that we've had this week that have spanned from Zach Parisi, the former Devil, you know, all the way up to, you know, Eli Manning, the game absolutely gets lost. And, you know, listen, they're going to play it on Sunday. I'll probably bet on it one way or another. And, you know, America will try to win their prop bets across the board.
All right, let's talk actual football for a moment. We are actually in the mall, which has the hotels for both teams attached to it. I just saw Danny Amendola walking by the other day, waiting online, by the way, at Shake Shack. I guess he doesn't do A&W. But in terms of the game, how do you think it's all going to go down?
As you know, I spent a good deal of time in the city of brotherly love this fall, following this particular team all the way from training camp. John, I've had my finger on the pulse of the Philadelphia Eagles for months now. I am surprised that they are in this position considering they lost Carson Wentz. And Nick Foles played terribly at the end of the regular season, but played very well in the playoffs. I like their opportunity here. I like their chances here. I like the fact that they have great depth on the defensive line, and if they get pressure in Brady's face up the middle, I think they have a chance to win the game. The problem is these Super Bowls with the Patriots, they're as comfortable as if they're playing a preseason game at Gillette Stadium. So doesn't matter what the score is, as we saw last year. Doesn't matter what the situation is. You can never feel comfortable, even if you have a big lead against them, obviously.
Yeah, I think with the Eagles, too, people are worried, could Foles play like he did in that last game? Well, they don't need him to play that way. They just need him not to turn over the ball because that defense can win the game for them. But the Pats are the Pats, and I don't care what the score is at halftime. I don't care, as the Falcon fans will tell you, it doesn't really matter. The key is keeping them off the field, and if they can make some big plays, like that pick six they had against, I better not say this too loud, that other team they played in the NFC Championship game.
Right.
If they can do that, I absolutely think they're going to keep it close.
I myself am going to go with the Eagles, and I will take the over. I actually think this is going to be a relatively high-scoring game. Eagles with the points, but again, you figure something like, you know, 28-24, something along those lines, Pats. And, you know, listen, I think it'll be an entertaining game. It always is. A lot of people here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
It's a mall, huh?
I think they found out that we're actually doing the interview, so maybe we should sign off now.
Right. Okay.
And plus, we have a lot more of the food court to take care of. So enjoy your swirl. It's nice being in this warm Mall of America, and we'll be back with more on Loudmouths right here on
SNY. Yeah.
SNY. That's
How
what.
do you think this is going to go with a falafel?
Not well.
Okay.